guys, this is Malinki. Welcome back to my channel Voice of Malinki. Today we will talk about structure of ATP and hydrolysis of ATP. And if you are new in my channel, please subscribe my channel. And if you like my video, please do like, comment and share my video. So first we will discuss the structure of ATP. Then we will talk about how ATP yields energy. So adenosine monophosphate or AMP. So it possesses adenine, ribose sugar and 1-phosphate. So it possesses adenine, ribose sugar and 1-phosphate moiety. And this phosphate is called alpha phosphate. So the addition of second or third phosphate. So the second phosphate is called beta phosphate and the third phosphate is called the gamma phosphate. And the addition of this beta phosphate and gamma phosphate to AMP results in adenosine diphosphate or ADP or adenosine triphosphate or ATP. And anionic properties of nucleic acids are due to the negative charges contributed by phosphate groups. So ATP is a high energy compound because of the presence of these phosphate groups. Phosphate groups are attached to one another via two high energy phosphoanhydride bonds. So this is one phosphoanhydride bond, this is another phosphoanhydride bonds. Now when these bonds are hydrolyzed, the free energy is liberated. So this is the ATP molecule. So when we add water, that means we are inducing the hydrolyzation. So this bond gets broken down. This bond gets broken down and free energy and a phosphate ion get generated after this event. And ATP becomes ADP. So this gamma phosphate is removed from ATP. Similarly, this is the ADP molecule. So when we add water, this bond gets broken down and free energy and a phosphate ion get generated after this event and ADP becomes AMP. So the beta phosphate is removed from ADP.